These are some of the amazing kids that I work with every single day. They all have scoliosis, which is why I'm connected with them. My name's Megan Castile, and I'm an orthotist, and I specialize in scoliosis bracing. But these smiles don't tell the half of it. Adolescents with scoliosis are at an increased risk for developing suicidal ideations, and nearly a third of them suffer from clinically significant psychological distress. Then we throw in a brace, and it's a whole new ballgame. Bracing has been linked to feelings of anger and shame, and these brace patients often suffer from diminished body image. Now, we know that these patients want to discuss how they're feeling with their healthcare providers, but unfortunately, these discussions are really rare. There was a study that found that only 5% of scoliosis patients were able to talk about their feelings with their providers, while 90% of them wish they could. And these stats are simply staggering. There's a huge gap between healthcare providers and their patients, and so I knew I had to do something, and that something is Scolios-us. Now, what is Scolios-us? It's a nonprofit organization intended to empower scoliosis patients and the healthcare providers treating them. And one of the big assets of Scolios-us is combining all of the scoliosis resources out there into one resources page. There's a huge scoliosis community out there that is so phenomenal. But clinicians cannot be expected to keep up with all of the changing resources. And so that's what we do for our clinicians. We essentially put everything all into one page. We have family support, surgery information, PT and exercise, fashion, all of these different things are now on one page. So no matter what patients are looking for, they can find it here and then go out from there. And in addition to that, we also have our information pages. Getting diagnosed with scoliosis as an adolescent can be really overwhelming, and sometimes the internet can be a little bit of a scary place. And so we've put all of this information together in a way that patients and their parents can understand. It is written for our patients. Scolios-us is truly designed for Scoli kids and teens, but we would not be able to serve these patients without serving our clinicians. Our clinicians are how we reach these kids and teens and help them feel like they're not alone. And on our website, we have our clinicians page where our clinicians are able to print flyers that have information that answers a lot of the questions that these patients are facing when they first get diagnosed and find out they have to wear a brace or have surgery, whatever the case may be. They have flyers for our mentor program so that these kids can get connected with somebody who knows exactly what they're going through. We want to be serving our clinicians in order to serve these patients. But the reality is, in order to do this, it takes resources. We have a ton of different projects that we really want to bring to fruition. One of those is developing an app so that as soon as patients are in their doctor's office that first visit, they're pointed in the right direction to resources that are going to best suit them. We want to build upon some of the research that we've already been doing, where we've been incorporating clinical psychologists into the bracing protocol. We want to be able to make this available on a wider scale. And ultimately, we're trying to spread Scolios-us to as many kids and teens as we can. Middle school is already tough enough, and you can imagine what a new diagnosis must feel like. And so it can be really devastating or it can be really formative. And we're trying to make it as formative as possible by showing these kids and teens that they're strong, they're courageous, and they will get through this.